Hey there, Dr. Chris Cooper here with Cascade Chiropractic Wellness. We got Brandon, Portland's best longboarder, maybe the world's best longboarder.
Hey, thank you.
Vin Diesel.
Right?
I was kidding.
Just that will work.
All right, so we got Brandon, got some spots in his mid-back here that are tight. He has a rib out of place. His low back is really tense. His hips are kind of tense. And so we're going to work on all these things and get him moving as awesome as we can. All right, so hop on face down here for me, please.
Yep.
So let's start with the muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start over here.
I definitely noticed that. That feels a little...
Is this too intense?
No, it doesn't hurt. No.
Okay.
It just feels out of place for sure.
Yeah. So when a rib goes out of place, there's muscles on top of the rib that get aggravated.
Okay.
And those muscles can sometimes, get inflamed. They start to get tight. They become spasmed.
Yeah.
And then you leave it there for several weeks or several months, and it just gets worse and worse and worse.
Yeah. So when you say out of place, so is it just like kind of bent in, or is it more rotated, or?
Well, it's out of place is kind of a weird misnomer. It's more like it got stuck in the up position.
Okay.
So think of like a door. A door is supposed to open, it's supposed to close. Is it out of place when it's open, or is it out of place when it's closed? It's not really out of place.
Okay.
But if it got stuck, the door was stuck open.
I see.
Like we have to break it free and make it close. And that's kind of what's happening here. It's just got stuck.
Yeah.
And so it happens. Like, have you ever jammed a finger before?
Yeah.
You can jam any joint. And fingers are nice because they're really simple.
Mm-hmm.
But for your spine and your ribs, it gets kind of complicated. A lot of muscles and a lot of ligaments and a lot of other joints surrounding it.
Mm-hmm.
But the fun thing about ribs, it's the quick fix.
Cool.
You get that rib back in place and it feels awesome. Get it moving again, you don't even feel it when you move around.
Is a lot of that, do you think a lot of that comes from sleeping on your side, or like, do you ever, is it bad to sleep on your side, or is it?
No, it's not necessarily bad to sleep on your side.
Okay.
The way you described sleeping on your side with your arm up and reaching out, that could potentially be an issue, but not super.
Okay, not always.
Yeah, the weird thing about ribs is they're very fickle. Like, you can have a rib go out when you reach for the soap in the shower, and the ligaments are loose and warm, and you reach and and you could also have a rib go out by a big injury. But like in the flu season, like January, December, I have a whole bunch of people come in, they coughed a rib out of place.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, I guess you could sleep a rib out of place, but it's it would probably be more your arm reach than sleeping on your side, because you could sleep on your side, well supported, back supported, hip supported, neck supported, and be pretty well off. Okay, so I'm going to go a little deeper on this muscle. If this goes too intense, let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
You okay?
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
Pretty high pain tolerance, so.
Alrighty.
Yeah, but it really doesn't hurt that bad at all.
Cool. If I do it right, it should feel kind of relieving, maybe a tiny bit of pain, or like a hurt so good sort of thing.
Yeah.
There you go. Can you feel that knot underneath there?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Brandon was telling me that he has his own longboard and trucks coming out.
Yep, longboard right now. So it's released last summer. It's a pro model with the company I work with, Moonshine.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll put a link in the description. Is that cool?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we'll put a link in the description if you want to check it out. Kind of knotted up on this side. Not as bad, though. Does it feel different?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I definitely think the other side was a little worse.
Yeah. No rib out of place on this side. Okay, let's get some things aligned here. Let's start here. Yeah, right on that rib. Just take a big breath in, a big breath out. Wonderful. Good. Doing okay?
Yep.
Let's go again. Big breath in, big breath out. Very nice. Okay, let's get this one up here too. Just lean this way for me, please.
Mm-hmm.
Take a big breath in and big breath out. Nice. All right, I'm going to tuck the chin a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So if I push on this bone like that, does that kind of pinch anything?
No, it's not so bad.
Okay. So when you were looking up, is it pinching more down here or is it pinching more in?
Yeah,
here?
kind of more in this area right here.
Okay.
And that's kind of when my neck's laying without a bunch of tension in my neck. Like I said, with wrestling, I always had tension.
Yeah.
But it's like I feel like when I relieve that tension, there's definitely a bit of pinching.
Okay. So that's lower neck. So we'll do that a different way.
Okay.
Let's take care of some of this low back stuff. Okay, Brandon, lay on your side for me. This side up in the air. We'll bend the top leg, straighten your bottom leg for me. Cool?
Yep.
Big pull this way. Excellent. Fold up like here. Good. Alrighty. We'll rock you through here. Just like that. Good. Excellent. Okay, roll face that way, please.
Yep.
It's just same idea. Good, good, good. Nice. Flip-flop arms. Scoot you here. Let that shoulder roll back. Just gonna rock you forward here. Good. All right, lay on your back for me, please.
Cool.
Okay, so we'll start with the neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So more than just the lower neck.
Yeah, that's just where I've noticed it.
Yeah.
Kind of looking back.
So on the left side here, when I push really low, this is C7. It doesn't move very well.
Okay.
Not so much out of place.
Yeah.
Does it hurt at all? Does it feel weird?
Not terribly.
Okay.
It feels like a little bit of tension, but
It's not huge.
Yeah.
And then this one, this is out of place.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's kind of stuck too.
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
Tender?
Definitely tender. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah, a little bit of rotation too. So let's get some muscles relaxed. We'll get this one softened a bit, and we'll do the lower one, and then we'll. And so when you're laying on your side, is it this arm that reaches?
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense with that lower neck.
Okay.
Because it was this side of the ribs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say sleeping's not affecting your ribs.
Okay.
But it might be affecting that lower neck. When you reach your arm out like that, it's kind of upper back, lower neck, shoulder attachment stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty common for someone with a shoulder thing to have a neck thing, and vice versa too.
Yeah, it's definitely a little tender in there. Is that like a knot or?
Yeah, this is all muscle.
Yeah.
It's on top of that spot that's kind of poking out and stuck. What I found is if we get the muscles to relax also, the adjustment lasts nice, things go smooth, you feel good afterwards. Yeah. If we just power through muscles, you'll probably be sore for a long time afterwards.
Right. And the fascia probably sits into place, right?
Yeah, I know. You start talking about fascia, man, you're getting me started.
Right.
There's a Whole body. There was a study that came out not too long ago. I think it was 2016 or 2017 that talked about how. So when I was in school, they taught you like, oh, the biggest organ in your body is your skin. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Well, now that joke is the biggest organ in your body is the fascia.
Okay.
We used to think the fascia was just like, oh yeah, it's like garbage connective tissue. Like, who cares? In chiropractic school, you dissect cadavers, a human body. And so when you're opening up human body, like the fascia's everywhere. And you just
feel a bit of...
You feel it there?
Yeah.
So you feel that knot underneath my thumb there?
Yeah.
Is that too much?
No, it's good.
Okay. If it gets too hardcore, let me know.
You're good.
So you just get the fascia out of the way. You just like, oh yeah, scrape it out of the way. Well, it turns out that that's organs. Like you have, it's alive. It has blood supply. It has nerve system supply. And so there is a lot. We thought fascia was nothing, and it turns out it's a lot of something. And that's recent. That's like 2017 stuff.
Wow.
So, you know, I think as more research comes out and more studies come out, we're going to find that fascia is more and more and more important. When you don't address it, you're only getting half the picture.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get an adjustment down here at C7. Right through there. Just let the head relax. Then you and I are just going to rock, do a little push. Very good. And then similar on this side, just a different angle, a different spot. Let the head relax. Perfect. Do a little push. A little bit more. Good job. I don't know if we went deep enough. Can I go a little deeper?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to go a touch deeper. So let's let the head left to right rock. Perfect. There you go.
Yeah.
Good job. Nice. Good. And there's a little lesson for you. Just because it popped doesn't mean it worked.
Right.
Oh, it feels so much better. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay, let's dive into the hips. So you got good rotation, but it's kind of sticky when I get up like here. So we're gonna do a couple pushes with this drop table. Just gonna free up how easily these hips should move. So let's let it relax. There you go. Nice. Okay, big long pull here. So let this go relaxed again. Not quite. There you go. All right, is it all right if I pop shoes off?
Yeah, it's all good.
They slide? Cool.
Yeah, easy.
Cool, cool, cool. All right, let's do this hip.
Cool.
And we'll dive back in. Okay, a little push through the hip capsule here. Nice. Good. See, knees are lined really well. And they move really well, too.
Yeah, I'm fortunate I never really had any knee problems.
Good. Whew.
What?
You had a lot going on in this ankle here.
Yeah, I feel like they're constantly twisting my ankles.
Okay. All right.
They're
Well,
pretty good, in pretty good shape.
does it hurt when I bring you into these far movements?
No, yeah, I'm not on like a big ankle injury, but it's pretty constant, but it's constantly like rolling over, twisting them in some way.
All right. Yeah, well, let's fix you up. There's a lot of bones in the foot and the ankle. So we'll just get things aligned. This one's your heel bone. And the funny thing is this heel bone feels fantastic. This one's not great. So we'll just align first. Whoo, man. Let's keep going. There you go. And a little pull. Keep going. I got about 50% of that heel. Let me try one more. Yes. Yes. Good. You okay?
Yeah, that's great, man.
Okay, good. I kind of had to tug pretty hard, and that thing set well, but it was stuck.
Kind of in what way was it?
I'll show you with the model. It's kind of hard to describe.
Yeah.
And this foot feels pretty good. All right, have a sit up here for me, please.
Cool.
So let me show with that what was going on. Oh, good. This is the right foot too. So here's your right foot.
Yeah.
So we're talking like right through there. So this is the bone that was off, and the way your bone was is kind of rolled this way. So as it kind of inverts like that, it gets stuck. So you see there's like this zigzag joint right there?
Yeah.
There's like a zigzag joint. You kind of see it on that side too. What happens is when you walk, it's supposed to be kind of rolled out, and as you walk, it kind of rolls in. Well, if it gets stuck here, then it never has the opportunity to do this while you take every step. And so if you're doing 10,000 steps a day, that's 5,000 steps here.
Yeah.
If you're doing 5Ks, that's 10,000 steps right there.
Yeah.
And so that might have been what's, you're not going to have any pain though, right?
No.
Yeah. So if nothing else, this will just kind of help keep the foot in better motion. I don't know. I'm a big believer that all this has to move well.
Yeah, 100%.
You are a athlete for sure, but you're also a very complicated biological machine. Right. If we get all these different spots moving well, everything moves awesome. All right, let me teach you an exercise I think will be super beneficial for you.
Cool.
So this is called Bruger's exercise. And I'll do it with you here. So the thing about Bruger's, it's basically the opposite of this.
Okay.
Does this look familiar?
Yeah.
We do this when we're tired, when we're studying, when we're working on computers and stuff, and you just kind of, you're like, oh, I'm going to be good today. And then over time, you just kind of melt. So this is everything the opposite. This is not good posture. This is the opposite extreme.
I see.
But it's an exercise and a stretch to get you there.
I see.
So what you do is you roll your palms up, you stretch your shoulders back, you're squeezing your shoulder blades, then you drop your shoulders. You have a long, tall neck like you're trying to grow tall, and then you give yourself a double chin straight back. And you hold it for 15 seconds. And I'll watch the clock here. Can you feel those muscles contracting? Usually the first time people do this, it either feels great or they're like, it hurts. How does it feel for you?
Yeah, it feels good.
Okay, that's 15. So the thing with this is you're trying to contract specific muscles. And it's these ones in the middle of your shoulder blades and these ones below your shoulder blades.
Okay.
What happens is these get tight and overused. These get tight and overused. And so as it kind of pulls you here, you're fighting it back. And so when you are feeling those ribs pop on the front side, you kind of stretch back and go, boop, 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 boop.
Yep.
It's because you're kind of compressing it all day long. And so getting that to fight back like this, that's going to be excellent. So that's the easy part.
Cool.
Hard part is this, 8 to 12 times a day.
Okay.
So on the 9 a.m.s to 9 p.m. days, that's 12 times a day.
Cool.
So once an hour, you set timer on your phone, doo-doo-doo, goes off, 15 seconds. Reset.
Yep.
Once an hour, 15 seconds.
Cool.
This is going to prevent all that weird stuff from happening, and it's also going to improve your posture. When you are flexing like this, you are strengthening those muscles.
Is there any way, anything I should look out for or not doing or not be contracting certain muscles when doing this?
It's more so if you kind of follow the steps, you'll get it all. So like when you stretch your arms back,
Yeah.
you're stretching your chest. You should feel it here.
Yeah. Good.
When you squeeze your shoulder blades and drop your shoulder blades, you automatically turn these muscles off.
Okay.
If you find yourself, shoulders around ears, like fight those shoulders low. And then the double chin is kind of the cherry on top.
And what's that mostly for? Is that just to kind
It's
of, I see, okay.
It's the opposite of this.
Yeah.
So when you go here, all these muscles get really tight. Like that muscle I was working on in your back,
Yeah.
in the back of your neck here, that's that. As it tries to hold, it's almost like, trying to hold your head up.
Mm.
Your head weighs, it's like a bowling ball, 14 to 16 pounds or so. It's like bowling ball weights.
Mm.
Well, here it's stacked really nice. Here you start to do physics and those levers,
Yeah.
it starts to get heavier. When you're out here, you're on front of a textbook, dude, it's like 30, 40, 60 pounds. Where here, it's only 16 pounds.
Yeah.
And so these muscles aren't really meant to hold your head up. They're meant to just, aid your posture. And so when you're here for really long periods of time, they just get really tired. They build those knots, they get fatigued, you start to build extra muscle tension. And, like, have you seen those grandmas that walk around?
Oh, yeah.
It's like you don't just get that overnight. Like it takes years to build that, but they've just become this, and so you don't get to great posture that fast, but you've already got a good starting point.
Yeah.
You have the age on your side, you have the fitness on your side,
Right.
and so you just have to kind of teach your brain how to turn those muscles on. Because right now here's default.
Yeah.
If we can make this default, or this isn't a good default.
Right.
But that is. So when you look at me from the side,
Yeah.
you see my ear over my shoulder.
Yeah.
That's kind of where you want to be. And if you look at my shoulders, they're not here, they're more here.
Okay.
In line with my torso, not in front.
Yeah.
So the chest thing is going to be this.
Yeah.
The middle back thing is going to be more of those shoulder blade movements. And I split this into 3 different spots, so you can do 3 different exercises separately. Like you could do this one all the time. I could squeeze and drop, and no one has to know I'm doing a stretch.
Yeah.
This one's kind of like, hey everybody.
I don't mind throughout the day. I'm always kind of like pulling on something.
Yeah.
Like I feel like this is super default. Like sitting there, I'm kind of always doing that.
Yeah. So the interesting thing about your body is it's smart. It knows what it needs.
Yeah.
And so you see people like grabbing muscles and, oh gosh, it's trying to do this. It's like, I need to open up. I need to stretch. And so this is just hardcore.
Yeah.
Just very specific.
Yeah.
Cool?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? You got it?
Yeah. Sounds great, man.
Yeah. Put this somewhere where you remember.
Yeah.
Put it in your notebook, put it in your backpack or something, so that every time you see, you're like, oh yeah, okay. It'll just help you remember.
Cool.
It's all about the consistency stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, any questions for me?
Not necessarily. I mean, I feel like covered a lot of bases.
Okay.
Feel pretty good overall.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, thanks for letting us film. I hope someone out there will get some good use out of this.
I'm sure they will. Yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks so much for your time, man.
Yeah. You too.